What's up, guys? Another issue of Drew's Comic Reviews, where I just take a comic book out of my collection and I show it to you guys. And pretty pumped for this one because this is one of my all-time favorite characters. And this is actually his first solo comic. This is Grifter #1. It's a comic that needs little introduction. I mean, everyone knows Grifter and everyone loves him. The star of the Wildcats and one of the shining stars of Image Comics from the 90s. And you can see he looks pretty awesome. He's got his trademark coat and mask and his laser guns. Now up here it says Wildstorm Rising Chapter 5, and it's kind of weird that this is Chapter 5, even though this is #1 Grifter. So I don't really know what the story is on that, but let's open it up and find out. Okay, so inside, I think this is Grifter. And he's walking and it's raining. He says, "Life really sucks sometimes. Things can look great at noon and be totally jacked by midnight. Or even worse, people you know and trust can suddenly do an about face and crawl into bed with their own worst enemies." And then there's a little star and it says "See Wildcats 20." So you gotta find out what that's all about. What? He's on the phone. It says, "Oh, thank you for using AT&T. Like I have a choice," he says. It says, "What?" It says, "Death blow? Cole here. Big trouble. There's aliens looking for other half of that weird fossil you found back in Nicaragua." And then, right as he's saying that, down here it says, "Target locked. Fired. Not that I care." And then this is what he's thinking in the red, and it says, "Not that I care much about enemies or friends anymore. I always seem to wind up alone in the end anyway." So that's something, that's kind of what I love about Grifters. He's like relatable, and sometimes everyone kind of feels that way, that I'm just going to be alone, not have that many friends and stuff. And then, so the guy shot at him, and it's pretty cool double page picture here, and it says, well, boom, and he's all hit. And then this is kind of okay, things are gonna really spring in action now. That's what I feel like. And then on the next page, he's all hurt. Okay, so now that he's under attack, he puts on his Grifter mask, and he's ready to fight. And then, but then it kind of shows these other kids here, and it says, "Suddenly I'm 14, running away from home again." Okay, so this is good. This is kind of a good #1, just because, Grifter was always in Wildcats, and you were always he was the coolest one, but then you were you didn't know that much about him. So this tells you all the backstory of Grifter, and he was running away from home. And actually it goes back, and he's shooting at the gun. He's shooting his guns, and this guy's flying around, and he's whomping them. And this is just classic Grifter stuff. And actually in here, this is pretty interesting. I never opened this. There's a little, it's a bag with some cards in here, and I never opened it because I always kept this comic in such good condition, because I knew Grifter #1 would probably be a pretty expensive comic someday, so I always thought maybe that it wouldn't be worth as much if I opened the card, even though I want to see what's in here. Okay, so Grifter keeps fighting this guy, and then it's so they're just like fighting, and he beats him up, and then he's like, there's this girl, and he kisses this girl, like all types of cool grifter stuff. And then he's fighting the spaceship, and then there's another awesome explosion page, and then there's this like demon guy, and he's kind of running away from him, and then that's like, I guess, a cliffhanger, because I mean, it's Grifter number 1. You know, there's going to be a bunch to follow, and the last thing says, I can't quit on myself, so I go on alone. And then it says continued in Death Blow 16. So, yeah, I guess if you want to see where this one picks up, I guess you got to get Death Blow 16. And then also, there's a lot more Grifter comics. So, first of many awesome Grifter comics. I definitely recommend picking it up. So that's it. Thanks for watching.